6 tips for the endgame Resurgent Dragon. First tip, AOE Damage. So this boss, I don't know if you noticed, but you can hit him on 3 different parts. So you can hit him on the left, right leg and on his chest. So there's 3 spots where you can hit with your spells and attacks. So if you want to increase that damage, AOE damage is a way to do it. And if you are not sure about that, I'm gonna show you some examples. So I'm gonna use LOL here because his ultimate attacks on a big area, and I'm gonna show you 2 different situations. So firstly, I'm just gonna try attack his left leg. So 12k at the moment, and I'm going to attack only this left leg here. And I've done 25k. So I'm gonna repeat that just to make sure it's the correct damage. And I'm gonna do this exactly the same thing. Okay, same thing, only left leg, 26. Alright guys, so now same thing, same gear, no changes. And this time I'm gonna attack on the middle area. And you guys are gonna notice the difference. Alright, so here on the middle, 18, 44. Alright guys, let's do once more, just to make sure this was the right information. Challenge, let's go. And let's do a last time. There you go, 17. I'm gonna use it here on the middle. Again, 45. Okay guys, so this is a bit weird with this boss because we can't really see the numbers when we hit some of the other parts of this boss. I'm gonna show you another example with Voresh, because Voresh supposedly he attacks the 3 parts of this boss, but we just can't see the numbers. All the numbers show on the middle for Voresh, but you can see by the animation he's hitting the 3 parts of this boss. As you can see, 3 parts, he did 3 times the damage, but we only can see the numbers on the middle, but the damage is there. So first tip, AOE damage to get more damage. Second tip, artifacts. Artifacts are really helpful on this boss. So if you guys notice, this boss has a little trick where when any unit on the battlefield triggers ultimate up or ultimate down, the effect will be nullified and 1 stack of the buff, the power of Dragonheir, will be removed. And what happens is, after this boss casts all of his skills, after casting the ultimate skill, if he has no power of Dragonheir, he will enter in a weak state for 5 seconds and will take 50% more damage. So these seconds are really useful, gives you more time for healing, gives more time to do damage, increases your damage and more rewards on the end. That's what we want. So with these artifacts we can do that trick, and they're gonna help us with that trick. So we have the candle and the incense burner. So the incense burner will reduce your ultimate skill time, and this one will reduce the battle skill. And reducing the battle skill, I think is going to take some effect on your ultimate. So when a hero is using the candle and he casts the battle skill, he's going to remove 1 stack. When the hero is using the incense burner and casts the ultimate skill, is going to remove another stack. So for this boss, use these artifacts. Third tip, rally teams. Rally teams are really good for this boss because most of them, they have this trick of reducing their ultimate or recharging the ultimate energy. So every time one of your heroes use one of these things, like ultimate energy, recharge the hero's ultimate energy by 20%, it's going to remove 1 stack. So if you have Florentel or Field 2, as you can see, same effect here, recharge the hero ultimate energy by 20. So we have Clovis as well, reduce the ultimate energy by 20%, but this one is about the boss, so it's going to reduce the boss ultimate. I've been using him, and I never inflicted any reduce ultimate energy on the boss, but the stack is removed, so that's fine. Then we have this one as well. She can There you go. When gaining rally, the hero recharges ultimate energy by 20%. So if you check, there's a lot of heroes. I think this one as well. No, this one, no. There are some more heroes like this one, Welby. It recharges the hero ultimate energy by 50%. There are several rally heroes that will reduce their own ultimate when they have rally on them. So they are really good if you want to use on this boss and remove all of these stacks every time. 4th tip, position. Position is very important because you need to place your heroes in a way that they can hit at least 2 parts of the boss. So if I leave field 2 here, it's gonna hit, since there is these 3 squares, it's gonna hit the chest and also the leg, which is important. It's gonna double the damage, and that's what we want. There are other heroes like this one, the Martina. His ultimate has his rage area, so if you place here and you place Martina here, she's gonna walk 1 square to this area and is gonna be able to hit the leg and also the chest. And it doesn't matter if you switch with the tank or if you don't have a tank, because this boss is going to attack everyone. Doesn't matter if you have a tank. You don't really need a tank here. Sometimes I use a tank just because it helps with these debuffs, or in this case is going to reduce ultimate energy and one of the stacks of this boss. 5th tip, heroes with small timers. Heroes with small timers are really useful here. I'm going to give you 2 examples. So 2 examples I'm going to give, it's Irina, she's a really good example, and our Traveler. So let's check this Travel without any gear. I just save this one with 5 skill haste. So if I give him some skill haste, maybe I'll hit the 15 seconds. So imagine if I give him this thing here, the Incense Burner, is going to affect the ultimate skill of the Traveler, and his ultimate will be 15 seconds or less. So it means he's going to cast 2 of his ultimates during a full set of skills of this boss, because this boss takes 30 seconds to cast all of his skills. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 30 seconds, each one is 6 seconds, and if you remove all of his stacks, it's more 5 seconds. So it's 35 seconds in total if you remove on the first round his stacks. So this is one good example to use this artifact. So with Traveler you can remove 2 stacks each round just with his ultimate and Incense Burner, and then the Irina. Irina is amazing as well. So Irina, I have some skill haste on her. I have 12 here and more. 13 here, and that's it. And if you want, there are some pieces of gear you can use to increase the skill haste as well. So Irina, she takes 7.62 seconds, so it's almost 8 seconds to cast his battle skill. So if you use this artifact, the candle on her, is going to affect the battle skill, alright? So if she takes 8 seconds, if this boss takes 30 seconds to cast all of his skills, if she takes 8 seconds to cast her battle skill, it means she can cast 3 times her battle skill while this boss is doing a full set of skills. It means she's going to be able to remove 3 stacks during a full set of skills of this boss. So you just need her and 1 more to remove 1 more stack, and you have enough heroes to remove the stacks. You are not dependent on rally heroes. You just really need these 2 artifacts and to use them wisely on the right heroes, and you're gonna be able to remove the stacks every time. And last and easiest tip, just farm the Goblin Lair the most possible, and all the heroes, the teams you are using, just make sure all of them are at least level 100, because we want the maximum damage, we want the maximum HP, maximum defense, we want to maximize that damage the most possible. Alright guys, so this was the 6 tips. I hope these tips helped you. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, it helps me a lot. Thanks for watching and see you next time.